Alright, now we've got the water pump off, the generator off. Got a new water pump coming. We're going to put a new fuel pump on it. Even though I know it's been replaced because there's an old one in the back. But we're going to pull the freeze plugs, we're going to flush the engine out, and then we'll start getting things back together on that. We did get the carpet laid in it. We're just letting it lay in there for a while and go back to the shape it's supposed to be, molded in there. I think it's going to look good. There's the motor mount there. Alright, luckily when we pulled the radiator off, let's see if I can find it. It was full of antifreeze. Pretty green antifreeze, believe it or not. But like I said, we don't trust that radiator, so not for a road trip. Alright, so bottom ball joints are not in yet. I ordered them late. I was going to get them through local, but I called and they wanted $140 a piece for the lowers. And I bought both lowers for $23 online. And got new shock coming. I should have ordered new sway bar bushings, but I think might be able to get them local. So as soon as we get some parts in, we'll get back on this thing and try to get it together. Okay folks, we've been down here at Jordan's work and you can see how much sawdust we've made. So we're actually making barn wood into residential crown molding, and I'll show you a piece here. You can see it's cut 45 on each side. And I'll show you the reason that we happen to do that. Okay, now here's Jordan's room, my son's room. And let me see. Yeah, as you can see, this gap is a bad gap between the ceiling and the wall. And the reason that's there, somebody had plywood up in here. And then they had put like a 1x4 flat piece up for crown molding. So I think a church or something had come in when the guy owned it and done the ceiling. When they done the ceiling, they just done it up to the crown molding. So the crown molding was actually protruding up in. And let me see, here's a piece you can see where we actually had to take a chisel and chisel it off. So it's stuck up in there. And so that's why I'm having to do residential, because a piece of even 1 inch wide rough coat wouldn't cover the ceiling too. But I'll show you, I've got Creighton's room done. Got Noah doing touch up where we scratched the wall over there, putting the crown molding up. But you can see let me see if you can see it at an angle here. It's just for like residential, 45 on each side, and then you know, you cut your ends 45 with it upside down. But anyway, so this room's done. You can see we actually use one piece on that one and that one, and we use two on this one. You can see where it's joined together. You can see this one's a lot brighter, but that don't matter. So we're using a pen nail, I think 2.5 inch nails or something to put it up. So anyway, and we've got kitchen floors pretty much done, and come out pretty good. And then working on hanging cabinets. So these ones I ended up putting in the corner. I wanted to do these at a sort of a 45. You know, one cabinet this way, but then I didn't have enough room between to put one, even if I sliced them in half, made singles out of them. So I ended up putting them up like this, and you wouldn't think the doors would open, but believe it or not, they still open and fully open. So anyway, so we've got them. We're working on the counters. I'm jumping around a little bit like I always do. And then he wants an island in the center, so we're going to use these to build an island with a range in the center of the floor. And it's a pretty big room, so it's not going to be bad. And a lot of you may have already seen, but the tub. Now this was a kit that was an epoxy for this tub. And it's not perfect, but it's not bad. It really looks pretty good. And it's supposed to last at least 10 years. We'll see what happens. You can always redo it. It's not a hard job to do. The main thing's surface prep, like anything else. And worked on the plumbing on that. So we're still trying to find a countertop to put on with the, so we get the sink in here, and then everything else is done in here, the ceiling and molding and everything. So anyway, that's our plan, is to try to get to this room and go ahead and get the crown molding done. It's a little more of a pain because we got a closet here, but it's not a big deal. We just got to do some outside, one outside and an extra inside, some short pieces. So we're going to get this measured out and get it knocked out. I haven't done the baseboard in here yet, and we're going to have to do some repair on the sheetrock because the baseboard, I don't want to go over the 3 inches on it. So I think it'll work out. Jordan needs to get down here and get his switches changed out before I get shot. And let me see, this room has bright sunlight coming in, but started on that window. Now I didn't put this wood up all the way because I may go back and put wider wood, but I figured I'd just leave it up there for now. Just get a couple screws in it. So anyway, and here's our penny. See how it turned out. The floor's dirty now. Anyway, you can see it. Like I said, it was an old burn mark. Anyway, something fell out and burned a hole in it. So the penny actually fit down in there, and it's still recessed a little, but I've got to do this floor one more time. We'll hit it with the with steel wool and then go back over it one more time with polyurethane. Besides that, it's pretty much done. In the hallway, I've got to go over one more time. And that room. This is the only room that the floor is actually done in. The colors look different. This looks darker than this. And the reason is this is a cheap light bulb. Well, not a cheap light bulb. That's one of the light bulbs that is an energy saving light bulb. And then this is a incandescent light bulb. And it makes the room, the floors look different colors. But they're the same. Anyway, and you can see my nasty repair there that, like I said, when we got this, this was covered in plywood all the way out to right here. And we wasn't even sure what was under there. So I pulled it out, and they had some 2x6s and stuff. So basically what I done was took it back, and then I added, because the floor joist was under this wall, I added another floor joist in beside it so I could have an edge for that. And then I cut this floor halfway into the second floor joist, and then just put the short pieces on. And I didn't have anything that matched, so that's the best I could do. They're oak, they'll be all right. Set something over it. But anyway, let me get at it, and I'll show you the other room when we get it finished. Okay, no, I had to leave for a little bit. We've got part of it done. We got a little bit of touch up. You can see the white in the corner where I scratched the paint. Anyway, so what we're working on now is this one right here. This outside corner. We got this. I haven't done this for years. You can see I scratched the wall up there too. Gonna have to touch up, but I hadn't done this in years. Used to do this at a residential crown molding in a mobile home place, but that was 25, 6, 7 years ago. 26 years ago maybe. So anyway, we got one more piece to run through here. Now, I know everybody's going to say, why didn't you put some insulation up in there? But there's actually another ceiling above this, and it goes all the way to the wall. So there's just a little gap in there. It don't go into the attic or nothing like that. So anyway, I've got one more piece to cut for this. One outside and one inside cut, and then this room will be done. And then we'll probably start in this hallway. And as you can see, it's the same way. Everywhere in this house we had to knock the trim out. So that's the only bad part about them putting up a ceiling afterwards instead of beforehand. So anyway, we're slowly getting it. I've got a picture to hang in here for grading Spider-Man. So, and hopefully Jordan will get his bed down here soon and we can get it set up. It's going to be pretty pain in the butt. It's got drawers and all that stuff in it. So we can get his room completed. But, he's going to have a nicer room than I ever had. Alright. Okay, so we got everything done here. And I've got to run Noah home real quick. Or not home, but to the house so he can get in his mama's truck he's driving. And he's got a birthday party to go to. And then I'll be back to work on it some more. We went ahead and got the part of the hallway done. All the way down. And down there. And part of the way across the kitchen. And then we went ahead and boxed that window in. So I've got the door left to do. I've got that window left to do. And I've got the front windows left to do. And that'll be all the window trim. Well, I guess the front door too. So the window and door trim. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do next. Probably maybe do the door. And I really need to get the doors done and all that before I can do the base, finish the baseboard mold. Would love to be done and out of here, but we've got some touch-up popcorn spray to do up here. So I don't know what we're going to do yet on that. But we'll get it, one way or the other. Okay folks, I've been back down here working on this house, and my wife brought me something to eat, and I was just sitting here eating and reading some comments, and I just wanted to show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. Okay. Just to give you an idea, because I mean, I'm not complaining. I just wanted to show everybody what kind of crap you got to put up with, because, you know, when you do a video and your regular watchers, you know, watch it, you get a lot of good comments. Every once in a while you get a bad one and stuff, but the bad comments that you really get are later on. So some of you may remember a Volkswagen that we pulled out of a pond, and before the Volkswagen was even out, the man told me the title was in the car and it was mine. I'm going to read this to you and show you. This is one of the comments I got today on this car. Hopefully you can see it. But anyway, it says, first dumbass drove it in, second dumbass effed it up getting it out. Sad but so funny. So I guess pulling it out with the wrecker. We did knock the sunroof out to hook to it because it was sitting in the mud. But the water was, I don't know what the temperature was, but there was frost on the ground. So, and it was my car. So, you know, that was kind of funny. And let me see, I'm going to go down just a little bit further. There was another one. Well, I think it was on the 59 Ford. Yeah, here you go. This is just right down below it. And let me see, I don't know if it'll, my phone's cracked up too. So, okay, this is for the 59 Ford. This was the first start. It says, idiot, keep your paws off this car. Let someone who isn't a hack bring it back to life. You know just enough to F things up. Sad. So that just gets you an idea of what kind of stuff. Now this is just two of them that I got today. I think that was today, but they both might have been yesterday. But anyway, that's the kind of stuff that you get on these videos after they've been on there. And you know, when you've got 660 videos on there and people are watching and stuff, you know, you always end up getting feedback throughout the day. And you know, even though you haven't put a new video on, you still get a lot of comments. So, but that's what the kind of stuff you got to put up with. But and like I said, I'm not complaining. I to the point I don't give a crap no more. So I don't even comment to them. I did comment for a while, and I think that's what got the thumbs down started, because if you comment anything mean to them, then they subscribe to you, but every time you put a video out, they'll thumbs down you. So I just give up. I'm not even going to waste my time on it. But anyway, back on the house here. I'll show you more when I get some more done. All right. So Jordan hadn't been down here working. He's been watching Graydon, playing with Graydon, and spending some time with Graydon since he's got him for the weekend. So he stopped down just to see what I got done. I was hoping he would fire me, but he don't seem to want to fire me for some reason. Got this door done. This was a pain because I had to narrow half the board down. This is a 1/2 inch thick and this is 3/4. So we set the table saw up and cut it and got it done. So now I think that's about it since I showed you last. But anyway, I think we'll call it a night. We're getting close to being done.
Look at the view.
Oh, here's the sunset. How it shows up. I hear a Kawasaki coming. Is that one of the cows from across the road? It's pretty with the tree. So anyway, there you go. I appreciate everybody watching and keep you updated. Bye.